All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. I love having you guys all here. Thank you guys so much. Where are we at? Are we on week 4? We're week 4 of our 90-day game plan, and there's already so much happening. First of all, I want to just kind of give you a little bit of reference as to where exactly I'm at, which also makes a difference for the team. We have gotten together all of the 4 to 6 star. Sorry if I say today. That will be a condition based on what I told you guys about earlier. But we have kind of started a little group together, all the 4 to 6 stars that are in Arizona, of getting together. We had a meeting this morning. And we are really starting to brainstorm about how we can just get people to manager, director, and executive fast. So all of us are working together. And just so you guys know, these are, all 4 to 6 star earners. They're all earning between $100,000 and $200,000 a year. So we're working with some of the top of the line people in Isogenics, and we're all coming together, bringing, there is no holding back. We're all putting forth every single thing we possibly can bring forth to bring our teams to the best places that we can possibly bring everybody. So we talked today about whoever raises their hand, whoever tells us they want it, those are who you work with. And that's what we're doing. I'm bringing Jim Lupkin on the phone next Tuesday. We're meeting every Tuesday at this point. And Jim Lupkin is going to be sharing his online experience. So if you have been involved in Facebook training up until now, just know that I will probably be pretty excited come Tuesday to start his online program. So if anyone wants to begin that online program together, I will definitely be starting it. I'll be introducing it to all these leaders. We'll probably set a date to do a very large group. And the large group could entail anywhere from 5 to 10 other major teams on Isogenics of who are all really intent on learning how to build through Facebook and through social media. But the thing about Jim and his new program versus his old program is it also involves a lot of personal development. So if you've been doing his new program, that's, really focused on building relationships. I really look at it, and I haven't done it yet. So this is just my assumption from speaking to him, that it's very much of a growth you / Jim Lupkin Facebook training. So I'm very, very excited about that. The other thing is I'm just in an extremely happy place. So you're going to get really happy Stephanie. Otherwise the kids, they did get very angry with each other 10 minutes ago, and I had to be mom. But I can let that go. So you've got very happy Stephanie being in an extremely very happy place. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because I am here. This is on a very personal level, extremely personal level. But I want you to take it as my story can be your story kind of situation. And not that my story is the story, but everyone's story has a place for someone. And my story is I'm driving into this place that I'm at right now, and I'm like, baby, on the first day, I'm like, baby, we need to buy a house here. Baby, we need to buy a house here. And I have not stopped. And we're on day 4. I'm like, baby, we got to buy a house here. And I'm setting up an appointment to meet a real estate agent because, baby, we need to buy a house here. And I want to tell you guys that on a very personal level, because if it was up to Brad, and understand that Brad is a CEO of a company, he makes extremely good income with that, but he's capped. Okay. So whenever we look at doing investments, that's me, right? And I look at everything of, all right, I can do that. Or, all right, I need to go to work. All right. And that's where I'm at right now. All right. So for those of you that are waving your hand, and I've talked about this before, raising your hand, waving your hand, saying me, my future is your future. Your future is my future. It all works together. It's very, very much of a linked-in situation. So the more we link arms, the more all of this is so synergistic. And I've been behind you 100% all the way, without a doubt. But here you're going to have raw and real Stephanie. And not that I've never not given you that. I hope you guys all know that. I've always tried to give you raw and real Stephanie. There's going to be a little bit more tonight. So take it as is, and love me. No judgments. Tonight is all about what we need to do to really, really, really build. Are you guys all in? Raise your hand. I know you guys are in. I know you guys are in. You wouldn't be here week after week if you weren't. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be on the phone calls. You wouldn't be in that. So it really, truly is this. So I'm going to quickly tell you my story. We're going to dive into the 90-day, and we're going to talk about a few of the things that are in the 90-day. So quickly, my story, if you've never heard my story before, I'm not going to tell you my health story. I'm going to tell you my business story. So my business story is I started off in 1992, I believe, roughly, in Party Light Gifts. And the reason and how that happened, I was at a candlelight party. It's called Party Light. I was at a Party Light show, and I watched the presenter, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my mother-in-law should do that. My mother-in-law wants to travel and go around the country and experience the country in her RV with her husband. My mother-in-law should do that. As soon as I either did or did not tell my mother-in-law, I don't remember, but immediately I'm like, hey, why am I telling my mother-in-law? I can do that. All right, I'm a legal assistant. So we do not have Jody, LaDonna, or Mary Kay on the line right now, but I was a legal assistant. You guys know what that's like if you understand legal assisting. It's not that much fun. And I'm like, I can do that. And so immediately, and this is how Stephanie works, immediately I'm like, I'm in. So I jumped in. I learned as much as I needed to learn. And I am not one who learns everything. I learn as I earn. All right, I am in. Now, there are all kinds of different personalities, and your personality needs to fit whatever your personality is. If you need to learn it all, learn it all. If you need to just go, whatever it is. But understand from my story, I just needed to go. That's all there was to it. And so immediately I went in, I went going, and we started a team. Now, in that particular company, you had to earn 6 legs. Oh my gosh, my battery's running low. I'm not gonna be able to be outside. Oh, that sucks. I thought I had it charged. Oh, look, here we go. Outside electrical. Hold on, guys. So immediately, my team went in action, and I had to build 6 legs. But you also had to be active with 2,400 points. Okay? Imagine our 2,400 points. Same exact thing. Not fun. If you, that was as a leader, 1,200 points. As a leader, you had to have 1,800 points. Well, I became a leader very, very quickly. So I immediately had to have 1,800 points. That's $1,800 in sales every month. All right, let me just make sure I'm charged. Oh, and it's not telling me. All right. If for any reason this dies, which it shouldn't because I'm charged, I will come back on the phone. So I had to have that $1,800. That's not easy, and there's no residual income whatsoever. So I built a network, though, and I built that network just on touching base with people, falling in love with people, having people hopefully fall in love with me, love, trust, and respect me, because I gave them what they wanted. I listened. All right, so fast forward. And then I started another company. I was, Brad had a dream that I was a real estate agent, and I did really well. And I'm like, that was intriguing. So that was all at the same time. So something hit me. If you guys know me at all, I do get excited, and I go when I get excited. So I'm like, I'm in, baby. So I went to real estate school. I quit legal assisting, but I had a goal, and I couldn't quit being a legal assistant until I had 30 shows in my Party Light business. All right, 30 shows in a month. And if you know direct sales at all, 30 shows in a month is a lot. But I'm like, all right, I was focused. I'm like, okay, baby, I'm going to do this. And I booked 30 shows. Bam, 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 focus. And I just called, because in those days, that's all we had. So I became a legal assistant, became very good. I had to make a choice because I was good in both. So I had to make a choice, and I kind of flip-flopped between the two. Then different things happened. IRS audited me, and it became a whole treacherous kind of thing. And so anyways, I left network marketing aside. And real estate's always kind of been there, but it's never truly been my passion. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of just, it's not my passion. And so then I was invited and I was harassed. And I say that kind of somewhat in a joking way, but I was harassed by the owner and the top leader in another network marketing company as they were just beginning. And the gentleman who invited me to this was a great friend of ours. He was in our wedding. He and I have so much respect for each other. You've heard his name, Les Pritchard, with me many times. And the owner and him kept calling me, and they're like, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. And they kept promoting the money. Money, 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 money. And it was extremely exciting. All right. I had no idea what health products were. I did not know how to promote it. I did not know network marketing. I knew direct sales. They're two different things. So they taught me it, and I saw the vision. And so immediately I'm like, all right, I'm in, right? Because that's how I work. Again, my story. Take your story however it is. This is my story. So immediately I'm like, I'm in. If I'm going to do anything, I'm 100% in. I sat down and I made a list of all of my people, everyone I knew that I thought would have any interest in the money or the health. And I started with the money because that's what was promoted to me. It was very much of an income-driven company, but with products that work. And I'm very proud that those products work. So I made my list, and I just called. I actually remember the day. I remember, and I did it over 2 days. I called 75 people in 2 days. Call, 10 to 15 minutes each. Hey, this is Stephanie. Oh my gosh, I have this most incredible opportunity that's just presented itself. I need to share it with you. It's involving health and income. Do you have any kind of interest? If they said yes, we talked for another 10 minutes, and I invited them to an event. If they said no, I was like, no problem, no worries. Let's connect about anything later. All right, right now I need to call. And they all understood that because they knew me for the most part in a business perspective. So they had total respect for that. I'm like, hey, guys, I've got just a couple minutes. I really, truly, thinking about it now, did the Jay Bennett thing of ABC 123. I've got 15 minutes, or actually Jay's like, I got 5 minutes. But I did the 15 minutes. Would you want to know about this? And I need to look back at my numbers. I apologize. I don't know my numbers from that company, but I was the #1 recruiter. So whatever my numbers were, really honestly doesn't matter. I became the #1 recruiter. And let's just say, for an example, like 50 out of 75, I enrolled. And I enrolled as customers. So our current program is what I had then. Now, however, that company had free enrollment. So it was super easy to enroll people, right? But I'm not just going to enroll people on a free membership and not gain anything from them. I needed to enroll them on product. So if you want to compare our current program with that program, it was very, very similar. So all I did was sit down on my living room floor, and I literally put out a legal pad of paper, and I wrote out name after name after name after name of anyone that I've done business with, anyone that was a part of my team before, anyone that I truly respected, and I went all over the current United States, and I built. Now, I did build locally because that was the majority of my network, and I could get them to me. Also, the leader, Les, and Chris, the owner, were willing to come and visit me, and I will do the same thing for you. They said if I could get 50 people in a room, they will do a one-day session. If I could get 100 or more people in a room, they'll do an entire weekend. So what did Stephanie do? I booked a room at the Scottsdale Plaza Resort, and I'm like, okay, I think Tyler, I had like a month. I don't know if I had a month or 2 months, and I probably had a month. And I'm like, what do I do? How do I get as many people there as possible? And they're like, Stephanie, you call all those people that you just called, those 75 people. Right now, baby. Oh. Thank you, baby.
I love that.
That's sweet. You got to learn how to not to say no right away, right? That's like a learning lesson for me. No, baby.
So cute.
Flowers. Love your boys. So anyway, so what else can I do? And I went crazy. And right now I'm asking you guys to go crazy. Take this week. I had nothing. I did not have free member. Well, I did have free membership, but it was all the time. I didn't have any promotions. All I did was I knew that the owner and Les were going to come into town and do a meeting. And I had to have people. That was my drive. Bam, I got to have people. What can I do to provide the people? Because I'm not going to have a party without people coming, right? Who can relate to that? Show your hand. Are you going to have a party? Let's just think social party. Are you going to have a social party and nobody shows up? Right, you're all going to have people come. You're going to work your butts off. If there's something that you want to have people come to, I worked my butt off. I went to every community college. I went to every college. I went to every business that would allow me. I went to every neighborhood business that would allow me. And I hung up flyers. I talked to the managers. I talked to the supervisors. I talked to anyone I could. I said, I'm having a health education class. Can I hang up a flyer and invite your students? Is there anyone in particular that I can speak to? Is there anyone in particular that you're thinking that would really, really resonate with what I'm talking about? And I was very straightforward, looked them in the eye. Who do you have that would be interested in hearing what I have to offer? And I spent probably a week, every single day, dedicated, focusing on who I had, that who was going to show up. Now, not a single one of those people came, but how many people did I have in the room? Does anyone have a single guess? I needed 50. How many showed? Just anyone take a guess. Just throw it out there. You're all on mute. I had 75. Yeah, I worked at my butt off. Most of it came from me, but I promoted my team to have as many of them as can. They were all brand new. None of them knew what they were doing unless they were already in direct sales, but really truly did not know this market whatsoever. We didn't care. All we cared about was, oh my gosh, the president is coming in, the owner of the company is coming in, the leader of the company is coming in. We've got to book this room. So if you live out of state, and for those of you that are really truly waving your hands at me, you book that room and you know I'm going to be there. For those of you that are in state, I'm there at any second, right? I am there. So use me, use my title, use my income. I don't care. You just book that room and go crazy getting them there. All right. So that was that company. I built that as much as I possibly could. It wasn't a good company. It wasn't a good owner. We don't need to go into that. I left it. You always leave at the top, right? I left at the top. My leader told me, like, Stephanie, I love you so much, and I only wish for the day that you make $20,000 in a month. A year and a half ago, I'm like, hey, Les, by the way, I made $20,000 this month. Okay? So take what people say and use that to your advantage and just like, by the way. All right, so let's fast forward into isogenics, all right? So you guys know a little bit of my story where we were walking around the track. We got to know Jill Bowman, and she's like, Stephanie, you know, I can help you drop 20 pounds. I'm like, yeah. All right, great. I'm in. Sorry, I'm just going to look at the time. And I'm like,
6:21.
All right, I was not excited. I just had my third child. Every child, and for those of you that are pregnant, and we have Marisol, and then Sasha, you just had a baby. Anyone else? Okay. For those of you that have babies or just had a baby or you're pregnant right now, every single business that I just started, I was pregnant. All right. I don't know why that is, but I don't know if it's nesting or what happened. But when I restarted my real estate career, I was pregnant with Tyler. When I started my Isogenics career, I was pregnant with Parker. When I started Isogenics, I just had Cooper. I don't know what that is, but for me, somehow that works. And so anyway, so Isogenics. So she's like, I can help you drop 20 pounds. I said, I'm in, but I don't want to sell. And she's like, that's okay. That's okay. Just do this organically. Just let it happen. So I did, because honestly, I did not want to go back into network marketing. For the first time in my life, I did not need to work. We did not need the income. I wanted to enjoy my children because those other two businesses came at a time where I just had children. I wanted to be stay-at-home mom. But it didn't happen because these people came into my life and they bombarded me. And I want you to understand that when you're connecting with people, or if you're on this call right now and you're pregnant, or you're not wanting to do this, or if someone tells you I don't want to do this, they bombarded me. They hassled me. They harassed me. They forced me in, knowing that they had an in, right? I opened the door this much. They took that much. I opened it again that much.
Done.